What's up, guys? Real quick, just because I saw a post again comparing high volume frequency training or high volume training versus low volume training. And again, it was referencing a study that showed those that did multiple sets or more sets per body part saw a more significant increase in their muscle mass than did a lower volume approach. Now, I always found this kind of funny when those that like to advocate for a more multiple set training approach, mainly because sometimes they're a little bit more biased to that because that's what they do, that's what they like to do. They like doing multiple sets. They like doing more high volume, and maybe it's just something that they've been accustomed to and used to, and so they'll find any information out there that would confirm their bias. And that's not to say that there's a lot of research out there that does confirm where higher volume training may be a bit better than the lower volume training, but there's many other research that counters that advocates for lower volume training or higher intensity training, single set training that either gives the same outcome, similar outcome, or if not even greater or better benefits than just doing a multi-set training. Now, when this particular post, again, the study may be referenced, but people need to look at the study, read it, and then come in with a common sense approach versus a biased approach. Because there is a study that I've read, and there's multiple studies like this, where they compare, again, higher volume frequency versus lower volume frequency. And there is a section in there where a particular muscle group, where the group that did the higher volume frequency training had an increase of about, I think, 1.6 kilograms for muscle mass, or 1.2 maybe. And the group that did the lower volume training had a increase of 0.99 kilograms, or if you round up to about 1 kilogram. Now, 1.6, 1.2 to 1 kilogram, that's only about a 0.2 to a 0.6 kilogram difference. Now, is that detrimental? Not at all, because someone that's coming in with a common sense and says, hey, I have a busy life. I don't want to spend 6 days a week at the gym, 2 hours per session. That's 12 hours a week. How can I get the same amount of results without having to sacrifice that much time? And that's when you read that study and you're like, oh, look, the lower volume frequency also gives a similar outcome. So why don't I just go for that?